Imagine waiting for the light on your morning commute, and boom, a massive, scaly foot crushes the crosswalk. What if dinosaurs were still alive today? It sounds like a scene straight out of a summer blockbuster. But to figure out how that scenario would actually play out, we first have to look back at the world they originally ruled. For an incredibly long stretch of history, Earth belonged entirely to them. This was the Mesozoic era, a period when prehistoric creatures dominated every major ecosystem on the planet. This timeline shows their 165 million-year run. Against that massive stretch, the entirety of human existence looks like a microscopic scratch at the very end. At the top of that ancient food chain were the apex predators. Look at the sheer size of this Tyrannosaurus rex skeleton next to a person. It was a biological engine built for absolute dominance. The herbivores were equally extreme. This Triceratops skull shows the heavy, bony armor and massive horns required to survive alongside predators like the T-Rex. To carry that much weight without collapsing, many of these giants developed highly specialized, air-filled bones that kept them remarkably light for their size. So, if they were perfectly adapted and ruled the planet for over 100 million years, why aren't they walking outside your window right now? The answer lies in the sky. The scientific consensus points to a sudden, catastrophic event, a massive asteroid slamming into the Earth. Scientists study physical evidence of space impacts. This meteorite gives us a tangible look at the extraterrestrial objects that cross paths with our planet. The immediate aftermath was absolute devastation. The sky choked with thick ash, blocking out the sun, while fiery debris rained down across the continents. But the secondary effect was the real killer. Without sunlight, plant life died off. The giant herbivores starved, and soon after, the massive carnivores had nothing left to eat. The asteroid acted as a ruthless evolutionary filter. Suddenly, being massive and requiring thousands of calories a day became a fatal disadvantage. But the extinction wasn't total. A specific group of dinosaurs, known as theropods, specifically small ones covered in early feathers, found a loophole. We have fossil evidence showing exactly what these survivors looked like. Living right alongside the doomed giants, their skull and curved neck reveal traits built for survival. Their smaller bodies needed fewer calories, and feathers provided essential insulation when global temperatures plummeted. Because they didn't rely on huge prey, they could eat seeds, insects, or scavenge. Many could even burrow or find shelter in the freezing, dying landscape. Surviving the apocalypse had almost nothing to do with being the strongest or the biggest. It was entirely about being adaptable to a sudden, violent change in the environment. Those small, feathered theropods kept reproducing, evolving, and spreading across the planet. The dinosaur lineage never actually died out. It sounds like a technicality, but it is a concrete scientific fact. Modern birds are biologically classified as avian dinosaurs. Look at a flock of pigeons in any city plaza today. You are watching the highly evolved, urban-adapted descendants of the exact same creatures that survived the asteroid. To answer that initial question, the fantasy is real. The reign of the dinosaurs never ended. It relocated to the skies above our cities. They went from ruling the Earth as massive giants, passed through an apocalyptic bottleneck, and emerged as the resilient creatures we see on every continent. Next time you see an eagle or an ostrich or even a chicken, you are looking directly at a living, breathing prehistoric marvel. Knowing that birds sit firmly on that ancient family tree, which dinosaur is actually your favorite? Let us know down in the comments.